Hello and greetings, Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, any planetary placement, cross-watcher, or anybody who's just wanted to see what Scorpio is doing as as part of the collective, the work that they are doing, so that we don't have to. All things are one. Right, so I am going to start here. I think let's get the crowning energy, if you don't mind. Oh, hello, Queen of Wands. Interesting. Okay, this is like yeah. Oh. I was about to say, this is magnificent manifesting energy in the element of fire. This is... Did those come out there as well? They didn't they? I think that's probably going to be it. That's what we need. That's what we're taking. Yeah, that's the one. All right. Yeah. Okay, so overarching, we've got the Queen of Wands, fire energy. This is being inspiring as well as inspired in yourself, coming through... This is learning your lessons. This is knowing how to spark a light and keep it burning, right? And able to do it in the one means you can do it in the many. Supporting this, we've got Strength card, Bravery. We've got the Two of Pentacles, Balance, and we've got the Knight of Wands, Immaturity, and the High Priestess with the Inner Voice. So two major arcana here, beginning and the end. Right. How does this kind of play up together? I might pull some cards to support this. So strength usually for me is it's not just being strong naturally, it's being tested and actually gaining that strength through having to endure some sort of hardship in any sort of way, and in doing that you gain the ability for strength, right? Because you flex that muscle and it gets stronger, and this brings about that bravery. It takes bravery as well to be able to do that. It's like it's a cycle. It's like a catch-22. You need to be brave to be strong, but you also need to be strong to be brave, and they kind of build up together. And the way that this seems like it's feeding into this Queen of Wands energy is that when you are learning how to spark that fire of passion, of initiation in so many different endeavors, you need to be able to balance it, right? Because there's no... If you use too much fire when you light a candle, then you can melt the candle too quickly. You could burn yourself, and it's almost like you've been brave in the way that you've learned to balance your environment, your reality. Like taking that immaturity that you had within yourself and releasing it, balancing it out by listening to that inner voice, that intuition, right? It's learning about when your intuition is being immature and not necessarily telling you. It's telling you what you think that you want to hear, as opposed to telling you the truth that lies within yourself, and using that Two of Pentacles to be able to separate what is immaturity from within your inner voice, which isn't easy, because when we lie to ourselves, we can follow those lies for many years, and when we lie to ourselves over and over and over again over long periods of time, then we can start to believe those lies and make it a reality, and it's not in line with actually what we really want within ourselves. So taking that brave step and being honest with ourselves to actually discern what is immaturity coming from that inner voice, and then separating it and balancing it. Understanding that immaturity is also needed, right? Because it's like, immaturity doesn't necessarily have to be a negative trait. It is also that childlike energy within us that believes in the things that are not necessarily seen, right? Which is definitely Scorpio energy, the unknown. It's that deep waters, dark, but not dark because it's evil, but more dark because it's not observed, not known. Yeah? From far away, does this look completely black to you? Now, when I bring it close and shed a bit of light on it, you might be able to see the lines that are in there, the beautiful colours and the reflection. Can you see? Yeah, that's an example now. I don't know why I pulled that out, it just came to me. But it's balancing it so that we are in line with our true authentic selves, so that you are doing, you're following that intuition and it's not leading you astray, but it's also not being too stoic to a point that you aren't able to be your true authentic self and explore those feelings, those emotions, the magic that is otherwise unseen to others. And I can see that we've got, looks like Saturn here. Looks like Saturn on the moon with this immaturity. So it's bringing that structure to that emotional side of yourself, which is getting rid of that immaturity. Can you see that there's a wand here being pointed up towards it? Coming out of that emotional immaturity. High Priestess in the upright. This is nice. This is nice. We've got two major arcana here, and the Queen of Wands as the overarching. So it would say that, like, it would read to me that it's through this bravery, right, which is very, very difficult. I know that going into deep, dark water is extremely scary, especially when you're not a fish, you know, because you're in an environment where you don't know which way to go, and our eyes work with light, so we have to use other senses to try and navigate our way through, and we don't know when we're going to get air, we don't know where the surface is, so we don't know when to come back up to breathe. So it takes a lot of bravery to go in there and do this, and it's only by balancing our emotions that we're able to remain calm, so we don't need as much air. We're not scared of what we're going to go and see, and it's like we don't know if going into these deep dark waters are actually going to bring about hidden treasures, or if they're going to bring about deadly sea creatures, right, that can devour us whole. It's interesting, but this combined together is leading you into this emotional creativity. It's knowing how to it's the embodiment, shall I say, of that ability to create that passion within that emotional playground, which is really, really important for a Scorpio, because if that was in the reverse, then I'd be quite scared, right, in a way, because you Scorpio, you're powerful, you're very powerful, and with power comes great responsibility, right? With great power comes great responsibility. So being the Queen of Wands in the upright is fantastic. It's massive Aries energy, which is, again, a very, very strong energy. I'm liking this. I'll see if I can pull a couple more cards here, just to kind of give some clarification on them. We've got 3 of Cups, 6 of Cups. Right, so we've got 3 of Cups underneath, Right, so it seems like the strength that you're gaining, this bravery, is actually, it could be that you've got loved ones, friends that are kind of supporting you in this venture of balance, right? And we've got somebody, I've got the number here, 36. That might mean something to somebody. 36 years old. It could be that you're seeing 3 lots of 6s. It could be a door number. It could be an angel number. Could be 36 days from this message, right? But this balance is coming from like a memory from something of your childhood. Excuse me. Whoa. Regain myself, clearing that energy. Maybe I was going wrong there. It might be that there are people around you supporting you in your strength to balance out maybe immature feelings that you've had growing up. This is almost like doing that inner childhood work, right? So where you may have perceived traumas to be caused of a certain reason, right? It's now that you're evolving that to actually understand the depths of it, right? And healing. So underneath this High Priestess here, we've got this Knight of Wands, right? Which is, again, the Knight is sent out by the Queen here. And it's about beating that drum of passion and to like boldly go into places that you haven't been before. And this is I put it underneath the High Priestess here because it landed on top of there. It's like, it's listening, it's that passion, it's that bold energy of actually listening to that truth within you, and not that immature truth, the one that hasn't served you. It's interesting. Right, can I get this final? Ooh, that's far too many there. I'm not taking those. But 10 of Cups was visible there. That's nice, right? I reckon that needed to be seen. That's that emotional wish fulfillment here, and that's definitely in line with what we're saying. Although if it was the card that's meant to come out here, it will do again. Most likely as an outcome, I would have thought. But we want to see what is underneath the Knight. We've got 2 Knights of Wands here. So when we've got that immaturity here, on the left-hand side of this High Priestess, we've also got it underneath the High Priestess. So it's like you've got the immaturity from this previous thought process that you're balancing out, but you're using the same energy in a way of actually beating that drum to go. Right, Ace of Pentacles, boom. Just as I said that. Right, just as I said that, we've got the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles in this, for me, is like that rebirth of that new idea. And it's that not idea of that new environment for yourself, that new reality. So with the support from your loved ones, your community, your friends, your family, potentially, in looking back at what it is through your childhood wounds, potentially, right? Looking back through your past life. I'm seeing that. I keep seeing a Labrador recently. I don't know if that is something that resonates with you, but doing that and doing it while beating that drum of passion, knowing that you want to heal, it's bringing about that new seed that's being planted within yourself, that you're planting within yourself, that's actually bringing about changes within your immediate environment, right, within your reality. And that's really beautiful because it means that you're doing the right thing here. It means you're on the right path, and keep on going, right? Let's get an outcome, please. What is the likely outcome? Oh, 3 cards. Greedy. Yeah, you've been greedy. Oh, interesting. Interesting. We've got the Tower. Yeah. We've got the Tower, we've got the Hermit, and we've got the 4 of Wands. That's what I'm saying. So the Tower, for me, in relation to this reading, is that old, immature part of your memory, that that lying to yourself that you finally realised is a lie. And because you've understood that it is a lie to yourself, okay, many people probably be triggered by this, especially Scorpios, and your tails are up and ready to stab the hell out of me. Scorpio moon over here, so I know, right, something too. But this tower is not a bad tower. There's still lots of nature around here. It takes nuts to do this. It takes nuts. Yeah, a pair of nuts. Not balls, because you're probably a female, but it takes nuts. Yeah, lady parts. We've got 4 butterflies, which is leading to this 4 of wands here. We've got the colour from yeah. Maybe seeing squirrels a lot. I was walking next to a squirrel yesterday, so this is probably applicable to me in some sort of way, although take my ego out of this is all for you. So it's like that end of that previous lying to ourselves, because of it was you lied to yourself because you needed to. It was like a protection for you, right? And that tower has put you into that hermit mode, right? Which then further allows you to go into these other cycles, areas that maybe weren't painful for you, but you're still maybe lying to yourself in a certain way. You're being really honest with yourself. You're being truly honest with yourself. And because of that, you go, if it's true in one thing and it's true in another, then it's likely going to be true and then true again in other areas. So you're applying this to other aspects of your life, even aspects of your life where that's good for you at the moment. And what that does is alchemize it and brings about an even better experience, which brings you to this 4 of wands, this kind of celebration, this passionate celebration. It's like understanding that life is a circus, but not in the way that people say it is. It's actually full of wonder, and it takes a lot of courage, a lot of strength, and a lot of discipline, and to be able to perform in this and to be able to enjoy it. It's in a landscape here of a desert and under a beautiful night sky. There's an energy of stars coming through here. It's not a dark night sky. There's plenty of energy. And the desert is usually synonymous with growth, because while the desert may be barren, underneath the sand is so much life. And there used to be life in the desert. It's just how the cycles end and restart again. I'm thinking that this is really beautiful for you. And I'll tell you what, out of the reads that I've done over the last couple of days, this, especially in terms of Scorpio, this is really, 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 really good work, and I want to thank you for doing this. I really want to thank you for doing this work, because it's not easy, and you know, you're diving deep. You are diving deep, and the work that you do here, it's going to affect you very, very personally, but as within, so without, right? So this which you're doing inside is going to reflect on in your environment, in your reality, in your universe, and other people are going to start to reflect that back to you. Yes, thank you very much. See you soon.